Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is VirtualNunchucks, and I hope you had a great weekend. This is Monday for me, so if this video finds you well, that's great news. If you're not aware, today is the start of Gamescom, and Nintendo and Xbox have already had their sort of like a teaser press conference reveal kind of thing, and they showed off a few things, and I want to get to that for you guys. Now, why didn't I use trailers? Why didn't I pull trailers and use trailers and audio and stuff like that from the conference itself? Well, to be perfectly honest, because YouTube and their fair use policies have changed, and I don't feel like being hit with copyright infringement claims and stuff like that. So I'm just going to read off some news from Gamescom that you guys might enjoy. Now, I will be upfront and honest with you. I did not get to see Nintendo's press conference because unfortunately I was not aware that they were doing one until after I had done it. So what I'll do is I'll go back and watch that one, give you a little bit of news from that one as well. But I did get to watch the Xbox one. However, because they were broadcasting from Cologne, their live stream was occasionally freezing and stuff on my screen while trying to watch it, so some stuff I did miss, and I do apologize for that, but it is what it is. Sometimes live doesn't go off like you want. Alright, so when I got to the Xbox Live conference, or the Xbox One conference, whatever they call it, this is the information that I got. Destiny 2 Shadowkeep will be introducing finishing moves to each character, and each character will have their own different type of finishing moves. But not only are they finishing moves, there are things like dropping ammo crates and things like that for your teammates and stuff like that. So, for example, if you are a person who likes to get up close and personal, you'll have this cool animation for finishing moves. You are not invulnerable while you do these, so keep that in mind. But you can also drop some finishing crates or finishing moves and stuff allow you to drop if you're like a sniper, you can drop ammo crates for your teammates and different things like that, and they're allowing for a lot more customization. For example, there is I believe different outfits and stuff coming out according to them. It's pretty cool looking. If you haven't had an opportunity to look at it, just Google Finishing Moves Destiny 2. Some of it's pretty flashy, pretty over the top. But you need to be aware that they will cost you about half your super when you go to use them. And Destiny 2 Shadowkeep will be available for you on October 4th. The other thing that they mentioned, because it was kind of like wall-to-wall coverage, the next thing that came up was Metro Exodus. Available tomorrow is the Two Colonels DLC. They basically showed off a trailer of the Two Colonels going through, subway tunnels and stuff like that. But the important takeaway from this is that Metro Exodus Two Colonels will be available for you to pick up tomorrow. So if you have that game and you want to continue the story, pick up the DLC tomorrow. Now, the next thing that they did, and they spent like a half an hour on, was more information about Gears 5. And they released Gears 5 Horde Mode information, where you can build forts, obviously, just like previous iterations. I think Gears 3 did that, if I'm not mistaken. And you can you can build forts and take on hordes and hordes of enemies. However, they have changed that a little bit. They're going to not only allow you to build forts and take on enemies, but they're going to place power I don't want to say tokens, but they're going to place power beacons or whatever throughout the map. So like when you go to beat a boss during Horde mode, like every 10 waves or so you have a boss. When you beat the boss, you get a power drop, and you have a choice as a team. You can either expand your base to take that power, and that power is distributed equally among the team, or you can leave them alone. They are completely completely optional. However, one of the developers said you can leave them alone at your peril. So they're trying to encourage people to think outside the box, expand their territory, and take those power beacons and stuff for themselves. They said that you can also have tons and tons of customizations as far as weapons go. They're going to have 5-player co-op, just like in the game. Ultimate abilities, for example, one character, and they only talked about a couple, but they're going to have several ultimate abilities. One person can turn invisible. One person can have artillery strikes, for example. But they only mentioned them. They didn't really show them off. They did show off the invisibility perk, but the artillery strikes and stuff like that, they did not. They did show off a new character called Jack, where he basically follows you around. It kind of reminds me of the character in Overwatch that follows you around and kind of heals you and stuff like that. But he has the ability to heal you. He has the ability to hijack certain equipment. So, for example, if you have a weapon that is being used by the enemy, and you have the ability to do, you can call it's called hijack, and you can basically hijack that weapon and then turn it against the enemies. He's got a whole bunch of stuff that he can use. He can heal you and stuff like that, and it's basically, they said it's basically trying to get new players involved. If you're not very good in Gears of War, you can always play as Jack and have a little bit more active role for your team. And they said that a lot of the developers, when they go to play Jack to test it and stuff, they all like Jack and they all want Jack to follow them, because they follow him around, they stay healed and stuff like that. And it's a very awesome playable character, according to them. Let's see, what else did they mention? Oh yeah, they called it capturing power or energy caps. but I told you that already. Let's see. Oh yeah, if you have Game Pass Ultimate, the game will be available to you 4 days early. So if you are an Ultimate Game Pass member, you can play the game 4 days early. It is scheduled to come out, I believe, on September the 10th. But if you wanna have access to it early, you can obviously play it on the 6th of September instead. One of the neatest things they announced as well was Surge. Well, here, let me get past all the Halo stuff, or not the Halo stuff, the Gears stuff. They announced that they're doing a limited edition Gears 5 console. If you did not see that, you need to look at it. It looks pretty cool. They basically laser etched the entire surface, and it looks completely awesome. They've also designed controllers, and then they got in a partnership with Razer, which does mouse and keyboard, to do wireless mouse and keyboard for Gears 5 that you can use with your Xbox One, and they look completely awesome. They're pretty. I'm not even gonna lie. If I was an Xbox One player, I'd probably want to pick that one up. It's pretty looking. But they'll be out on September. All of that, the mouse and keyboard, the controller, the console, and the also the hard disk drive, the portable drives. They've also made a couple of those in a couple of different sizes. But they'll all be available on September the 6th. You can also start pre-ordering them now. Also, they did announce that they are going to be on Steam for the first time ever. So if you want to pre-order your game for Steam, you can do so now. So there's that information. As well as they dropped this right at the very, very end. 2 Halo Reach characters are going to come to Horde mode as playable characters. You can completely customize them just like you can the others, and they have ultimate finishing moves and stuff like that, just like the others do. They did not specify. I think they said Kate was one of them, and I did not catch the other one because my stream again was freezing and cutting out and stuff like that, so I did not catch the other one. But they will be available. They're coming to Horde mode, and they will be playable characters and customizable in every sense of the word for Gears 5. So if that's something that interests you, check that out as well. Other than that, guys, the only other thing that they announced, they had a couple of trailers for Surge 2. If you're a fan of the Surge, the first game, it's RPG, kind of like a post-apocalyptic. Well, I guess that's what it is, post-industrial something. Anyway, I have gameplay up of it on the channel. I played the first 30 minutes or so of it and put it up on the channel. If you're a fan of that game, Surge 2 is coming out very, very soon. And they showed that off, as well as an RPG. I did not catch the name of it again because my stream cut out. So they showed off an RPG where you're a diplomatic spy or whatever, and you follow. You have basically teammates from various walks of life follow you around, and it looked pretty neat. I'm not gonna lie, it looked pretty neat. I would just wish I'd caught the name of it so that I could broadcast that to you guys. But all in all, that is what happened that is worth mentioning at the Xbox One presentation, or the Xbox presentation today. I hope that this video helps you, and I hope what we'll see here in the next few hours, within an hour or two, they're going to start another press conference. Basically, Jeff Keighley's going to take over. There is anticipation that they're going to make some kind of modern warfare announcement in the next hour. There is anticipation that they're going to make some other presentations as far as new release, new announcements, stuff like that. So I'm definitely going to take a look at that later today. If you did enjoy the video, I would appreciate it if you would leave me a like on the video, as it does show your support for the channel. And not only that, but it allows people to find my channel who have not already. You can always leave me a comment, and if you did catch those names and of the games and stuff, leave a comment down below. Help the community out, because like I said, my stream was doing all kinds of crazy stuff and cutting out and freezing and stuff like that, and I had to keep backing it up, and I didn't catch everything that I needed to catch for you guys, and I'm sorry about that. But if you would leave a comment down below, let me know what the name of that RPG was. That'd be great. And then of course, what are your thoughts about the console that's coming out, the controller, the hard drive, the mouse and keyboard, stuff like that? What are you thinking about Horde mode? What do you think about the Surge 2, if you're interested in stuff like that? Anything that you want to talk about, leave a comment down below. I try to respond to those. So, you know, there you go. But in an hour or so, I'll be back online looking at the announcements that are coming out of the live presentation that they're going to do. And we'll be making videos pretty much. If there's any big major announcement, we'll obviously be making videos about that for you guys this week. So you can follow me on Facebook.com/VirtualNunchucks. You can follow me on Twitter @VNunchucks is my Twitter handle, and of course Twitch.tv/VirtualNunchucks, and here on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed, and if you like gaming content or reviews or opinion pieces, news updates like this one, any of that kind of stuff, anything about gaming, if you like that kind of content, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever content hits the channel. And of course, don't forget to follow me on all those other platforms, because especially Twitter, because that's where I put my news out. If I can't get it on a video, I put it out on a tweet or something like that, so you guys are made aware of it. Thanks guys, hope you have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video, okay?